Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you very much for your kind association. It's very good to be back with all of you. So let's get started with our Bhakti Vaibhava session with our Mangalacharan prayers first. Om Ajnanatimmirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadādhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Let us recite our verses for Bhakti Vaibhava. Let me share my screen. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Etavan Sankhya Yoga Bhyam Swadharma Parinishthaya Janmalabha Parapumsamante Narayana Smritihi Akama Sarva Kamo Va Moksha Kama Udaradhi Tivrena Bhakti Yogena Yajeta Purusham Param Aham Eva Samevagre Nanyadyat Sadasat Param Paschadaham Yadetacha Yo Vashishyeta Sosmyaham Prityartham Yat Pratiyeta Na Pratiyeta Chatmani Tad Vidyadatmano Mayam Yatha Bhaso Yatha Tamaha Yatha Mahanti Bhutani Bhuteshu Chavasheshanu Pravishtani Tatha Teshu Nateshaham Etavadeva Jitnyasyam Tattva Jitnyasunatmanah Anvaya Vatirekabhyam Yatsyat Sarvatra Sarvada Atra Sargo Visargascha Sthanam Poshanam Utayah Manvantare Shanukatha Nirodho Muktirashrayah. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Ajay, going to which slide number we have to start?
We have to start text 11. I think that's the text. I don't know the slide. It was 60 something, 64.
We finished 64 or to do from 65? Okay. Got it. Yeah. We finished 64. And we have to start from text 11. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So this is text 11 of the 9th chapter of the 2nd canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Answers by citing the Lord's version. That is the name of the chapter. So text 11. श्यामावदाता शतपात्रलोचना पिशङ्गवस्त्रा सुरुचा सुपेशशः सर्वे चतुर्बाहव उन्मिषन्मणि प्रवेकनिष्का भरणा सुवर्चसः. Oh, sorry, we have to do full screen, no? 1 second. श्यामावदाता शतपत्रलोचनाः पिशङ्गवस्त्राः सुरुच सुपेशसः सर्वे चतुर्बाहव उन्मिषन्मणि प्रवेकनिष्काभरणा सुवर्चसः. Translations and purports by our beloved founder Acharya Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Shri Srimad Abhay Charana Arvinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada. Translation: the inhabitants of Vaikuntha planet are described as having a glowing sky bluish complexion. Their eyes resemble lotus flowers. Their dress is of yellowish color and their bodily features are very attractive. They are just the age of growing youths. They all have 4 hands. They are all nicely decorated with pearl necklaces, with ornamental medallions, and they all appear to be effulgent. This is the description of the residents of Vaikuntha. They're always young. They're always glowing. Their complexion is sky bluish, dark bluish. They resemble, their eyes resemble lotus flowers. Their dress is yellow color, and their bodily features are surucha, very attractive. They are all chaturbhuj, 4-armed. They wear nice necklaces, and they are always very, very well effulgent. Purport: the inhabitants of Vaikuntha Loka are all personalities with spiritual bodily features. See, material body cannot remain eternally youthful, but these are eternally youthful. So, Prabhupada says that the inhabitants of Vaikuntha Loka, the residents of Vaikuntha, are all personalities with spiritual body. And their spiritual body has features which are not to be found in the material world. As there are different bodily features in different places of a particular planet, or as there are different bodily features between bodies in different planets, similarly, the bodily features of the inhabitants in Vaikuntha Lok are completely different from those in the material universe. For example, the 4 hands are distinct from the 2 hands in this world. In this world, we have 2 hands. In Vaikuntha, they have 4 hands. This is a great difference in the bodily features. And we should have faith in this. Prabhupada says, as there are different bodily features in different places of a particular planet. For example, in Africa, people have certain features. In parts of Asia, like China, Japan, Korea, people have certain bodily features. You can recognize them. Nepali people have certain features. Indian people have certain features. Europeans have their own features. Americans have their own features. Even people of this world, when they live in different parts of the same Earth planet, they have different bodily features. Even in India, we see South Indians, North Indians, they look different. So similarly, Prabhupada is saying, just like people of this planet from different areas look different, people of Vaikuntha look so much different. Text 12. Pravala Vaidurya Mridala Varchasaha Parispurat Kundala Mauli Malinaha. Further description of the residents of Vaikuntha. Some of them are effulgent like coral and diamonds in complexion and have garlands on their heads, blooming like lotus flowers, and some wear earrings. They are very beautiful. Earrings and what else? They are wearing garlands of blooming lotus flowers. They are effulgent like corals and diamonds. Purport. There are some inhabitants who have attained the liberation of Sarupya, or possessing bodily features like those of the personality of Godhead Krishna. Sarupya Mukti means to have features, physical bodily features like Krishna's, like Lord Vishnu. The Vaidurya diamond is especially meant for the personality of Godhead, Vishnu, but one who achieves the liberation of bodily equality, Sarupya, with the Lord is especially favored with such diamonds on their body. Vaidurya diamond is for Krishna, but Krishna is so merciful that when he gives Sarupya Mukti, he gives all these bodily features, including his own ornaments. Only Srivatsa mark and Kaustubh Mani is only with Krishna. Rest everything he shares with his devotees. Text 13. Brajishnubhir yah parito virajate lasad vimana valibhir mahatmanam vidyottamana pramadottamaadyubhi savidyudabhra valibhir yathanabha. The Vaikuntha planets are also surrounded by various airplanes. There are airplanes. Viman. How are these Viman airplanes? They're all glowing and they're brilliantly situated. These airplanes belong to the great Mahatmas or devotees of the Lord. The ladies are as beautiful as lightning because of their celestial complexions, and all these combined together appear just like the sky decorated with clouds and lightning. This is so beautiful. The ladies of Vaikuntha are as beautiful as lightning. Purport. It appears that in the Vaikuntha Lok planets, there are also airplanes brilliantly glowing, and they are occupied by the great devotees of Lord Krishna, with ladies of celestial beauty as brilliant as lightning. So planets are glowing, the devotees are effulgent. Because everything is of the same nature, Sat Chit Ananda, the airplanes are of the same quality as Brahman. They are not machines. As we have experience in this world. As we have experienced in this world, there are no machines in the spiritual world. Although there is nothing except Brahman, Sarvam Khalvidam Brahman, one should not mistakenly think that there is only void and no variegatedness. One should not carry the ideas of imperfection from this world to the transcendental world. Because we see imperfection in this world, we should not superimpose that on the spiritual world. Oh, here things are imperfect. Maybe in the spiritual world also there are problems. No, spiritual world means no anxiety, no problem. Text 14. Shriryatra rupin urugava padayo karoti manam bahuda vibhuti bhi prenkham shritaya kusuma karanugair vijiyamana priya karma gayati. The goddess of fortune, Shri, in her transcendental form, is engaged in the loving service of Lord Krishna's lotus feet. Goddess of fortune is doing Pada Sevanam always, and being moved by the black bees, followers of the spring season. She is not only engaged in variegated pleasure service to the Lord along with her constant companions, but is also engaged in singing the glories of Krishna's activities. This is very important. You should always try to sing Krishna's activities. Text 15. Dadarsha tatra khila satvatam patim shriya patim yajna patim jagat patim Sunandananda Prabalarhanadibhi Swaparshadagra Parisevitam Tanu. Sorry. Swaparshadagrai Parisevitam Vibhum. Translation. Lord Brahma saw in the Vaikuntha planets the personality of Godhead who is the Lord of the entire devotee community. Satvata Pungave. The Lord of the goddess of fortune. He is Satvatapati. He is Shriyapati. He is Lord of all sacrifices. Bhoktaram Yajna Tapasam. He is Yajnapati. And the Lord of the universe. He is Jagatpati. And who is served by the foremost servitors like Nanda, Sunanda, Prabala, and Arhana, who are his immediate associates. So Krishna wants to take the position of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna in the mood of Radharani. When we speak of a king, it is naturally understood that the king is accompanied by his confidential associates, like his secretary, private secretary, aide de camp, ministers, advisors, etc. So also, when we see the Lord, we see him with his different energies, associates, confidential servitors, etc. So when we see a king, we see the team of the king. Similarly, if you want to see Krishna, you must see Krishna with Krishna's energies, confidential associates. Text 16. Bhritya prasada evagam drigasvam prasanna hasaruna lochananam kiritam kunda linam chaturbhujaham pitam shukam vakshasi lakshitam shriya. The personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu, seen leaning favorably towards his loving servitors, his very sight intoxicating and attractive, appeared to be very much satisfied. He had a smiling face decorated with an enchanting reddish hue. He was dressed in yellow robes and wore earrings and a crown on his head. He had 4 hands, and his chest was marked with the lines of the goddess of fortune. Vakshasi Lakshitam Shriya. Hare Krishna. So Krishna is indeed most handsome. In the Padma Purana Uttarakhanda, there's a full description of the Yoga Peeth, or the particular place where Lord is an audience to his eternal devotees. In that Yoga Peeth, the personifications of religion, knowledge, opulence, and renunciation are all seated at the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. Dharmartha Kama Moksha is sitting at the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. The 4 Vedas, namely Rig Ved, Samaved, Yajurved, and Atharvaved, are present there personally to advise the Lord. The 16 energies headed by Lord Chaitanya. The 16 energies headed by Chanda are all present there. Chanda and Kumuda are the first 2 doorkeepers. At the middle door are the doorkeepers Bhadra and Subhadra. And the last door is Jay and Vijay. There are other doorkeepers also named Kumuda, Kumudaksha, Pundarika, Vamana, Shankukarna, Sarvanetra, Sumukha, etc. The Lord's palace is well decorated and protected by the above mentioned doorkeepers. So Krishna has several doors to Vaikuntha, and the doors are guarded by 2 powerful door guards each. The 4 Vedas are there to advise the Lord, and Dharma, Artha, Kam, Moksha, they are sitting at the lotus feet of Krishna at Yoga Pit. Text 17. Adhyarhaniya sanamasthitam param vritam satur shodasha pancha shaktibhi yuktam bhagaiswar itarat chadhruvai swaeva dhaman ramamanam ishwaram. The Lord was seated on his throne and was surrounded by different energies like the 4, the 16, the 5, and the 6 natural opulences, along with other insignificant energies of the temporary character. But he was factually Supreme Personality of Godhead, enjoying his own abode. So Krishna was seated on his throne, surrounded by his Shaktis, like 4, 16, 5, and 6 natural opulences, along with some temporary energies also. But he was factually Supreme Lord, enjoying his abode. Krishna was smiling always. The Lord is naturally endowed with his 6 opulences. Specifically, Krishna is the richest. And the Lord is naturally endowed with his 6 opulences. Specifically, he is richest. He is the most powerful. Aishwaryasha Samagrasha Viryasha Yashasha Shriya. He is most famous. He is most beautiful. He is the greatest in knowledge, Jnana Vairagya, and he is the greatest renouncer as well. And for his material creative energies, he is served by 4. So for his 4, the principles, Prakriti, Purush, Mahatattva, and Ahankar. Prakriti, Purush, Mahatattva, and Ahankar. He is also served by 16. What 16? 5 elements, material elements: earth, water, fire, air, and sky. 5 perceptive sense organs, Jnanendriyas: eyes, ear, nose, tongue, and skin. The 5 working senses, Karmendriyas: the hands counted as 1, the legs counted as 1. It is speech. And then evacuation organs and reproductive organs. I don't know why stomach is here. It should be speech. Vak Shakti. That is a working sense. And the mind is also one, and Indriya also. So he's served by the 5 material elements, 5 Jnanendriyas, 5 Karmendriyas, and the mind. This is 16. 4 is Prakriti, Purush, Mahatattva, and ego. 5. He's served by 5. Krishna is sitting there on his throne, served by 5. What is 5? 5 include sense objects, namely Shabda, Sparsha, Rup, Rasa, Gandha. The qualities of the sense objects. All these 25 items, so 5 plus 16 is 21, plus 4 is 25. These 25 elements serve Krishna in the material creation. They serve Krishna in material creation. The insignificant opulences numbering 8. And the other opulences, they said some temporary manifestations of some opulences were also there. Who are they? Insignificant. Numbering 8, they are the Ashtasiddhis, material powers. Ashtasiddhis are material powers, mystic powers, attained by yogis for temporary overlordship, are also under Krishna's control. Brahmaji saw this. Out of his immensely charitable disposition, the Supreme Lord Krishna can award some temporary powers to the yogis. Because of the yogis hankering after them. Yogis want it. So Krishna gives. But to his unalloyed devotees who do not want anything from Krishna save and accept his transcendental service, then Lord is so pleased that he gives himself in exchange for unalloyed service. Krishna is so kind that if the devotee doesn't ask anything, then Krishna gives himself to that devotee. Hari Bol. Arjun didn't want anything. He just wanted Krishna. So Krishna became his Sarthi. Duryodhana wanted support. He wanted to win the war. So then he got army. Text 18. Taddarshanalad Pariplutantaro Taddarshanalad Pari Taddarshanalad Pariplutantaro Rishattanuprema Bharashrulochanaha Nanamapadambuja Asya Vishwasrik Yat Paramhasena Pathadhigamyate. Lord Brahma, thus seeing the personality of Godhead in his fullness, was overwhelmed with joy within his heart. Brahmaji saw this darshan of Lord Vishnu in Vaikuntha. He had darshan of the Vaikuntha Vasis. He had darshan of Lord Vishnu's associates. He was overwhelmed with joy within his heart. And thus, in full transcendental love and ecstasy, his eyes filled with tears. Brahmaji's eyes filled with tears of love. And thus, he bowed down before the Lord. Brahmaji bowed down before the Lord, eyes filled with tears in transcendental ecstasy. That is the way of the highest perfection of the living being, Paramahamsa. What is it? To be overwhelmed in the heart and with love for Krishna, eyes filling up with tears. That is a sign of love. Nayanam galadashrudharaya vadanam gadgadarudhaya gira pulakayat nichitam vapu gada harinam grahane bhavishyati. Following in the footsteps of Lord Brahma, any person, even up to this day, can attain the same perfection by following the path of Paramhamsa, as recommended herein. Prabhupada says Brahmaji is a Paramhamsa, and we can also become Paramhamsa if we follow the path of Paramhamsas. Mahajanoyana Gatha Sapanta. Lord Chaitanya also approved this method of self-realization for man in this age. What is this process? One should first, with all conviction, believe in the personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna. We should have Krishna, faith in Krishna. And without making efforts to realize him by speculative philosophy, one should prefer to hear about him from the Srimad Bhagavad Gita and later from the text of Srimad Bhagavatam. So first, what is required? First, we have to believe in Krishna. Shraddha Shabde Vishwas Kaila, Sudrida Nischay. Krishna Bhakti Kaila, Sarva Karma Krita hai. Shraddha should be there. Belief, faith, firm faith should be there in Krishna. And we should not make efforts to realize Krishna by Jnana Marg. One should prefer to hear from the Srimad Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. One should hear from Bhagavad Gita and then Bhagavatam. One should hear such discourses from a person Bhagavatam and not from professional man or from the Karmi Jnani Yogi. That is the secret of learning the science. What is the secret of learning science of Krishna consciousness? That we should not hear from professional men who want money. We should not hear from karmis, jnanis or yogis. That is a secret that one should learn. One does not need to be in the renounced order of life. He can remain in his present condition of life. Sthane siddha sutigata vanman vanobi. We can stay in the present condition, but he must search out the association of a bona fide devotee of Lord Krishna and hear from him the transcendental message of the Lord with faith and conviction. We must search out. If we search out, we will find a pure devotee. We will find a pure devotee. But we must search out. That is the path of Paramahamsa recommended herein. Among various holy names of the Lord, he is called Ajit, or one who can never be conquered by anyone else. Yet, he can be conquered by the Paramahamsa path, as practically realized and shown by the great spiritual master Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma had personally recommended this Paramahamsa Pantha in his own words as follows in Bhagavatam 10.14.3. Jnane prayasam udapasyanamanta eva. Jnane prayasam udapasyanamanta eva jivanti sanmukha ritam bhava diyavartam Sthane sthita shruti-gatam tanuvan manobher. Sthane sthita shruti-gatam tanuvat manobher. Ye prayasho ajitajit topassi taistrilokyam. Brahmaji said. What does it mean? Those who, even while remaining situated in their established social positions, sthane sthita, throw away the process of Nyanmarg, speculative knowledge, and with their body, words, and mind offer all respects to descriptions of your personality and activities, dedicating their lives to these narrations, which are vibrated by you personally and by your pure devotees. Certainly conquer your lordship, although you are otherwise Ajit, unconquerable by anyone within the three worlds. Krishna gets conquered when we cultivate knowledge of him respectfully and we chant Krishna's name. Text 19. Tam priyamanam samupasthitam kavim praja visarge nijasasanarhanam vavasha ishat smitashocishagira priyam priyam pritamana sprishan. And seeing Brahma present before him, Lord Vishnu accepted him as worthy to create living beings. When Lord Vishnu saw Brahmaji, who had performed tapasya and now is very happy to have his darshan, Lord Vishnu also became pleased with Brahmaji and decided him to be made the creator of living beings and to be controlled as he desired. And thus, being much satisfied with him, the Lord shook hands with Brahma and slightly smiling addressed him thus. The material creation in this material world is not blind or accidental. The living entities who are ever conditioned or nityabadha are given a chance for liberation under the guidance of his own representative like Brahma. The Lord instructs Brahma in Vedic knowledge in order to diffuse this knowledge to the conditioned souls. Brahmaji was instructed by directly Lord Krishna. The conditioned souls are forgetful souls in their relationship with the Lord, and thus a period of creation. The conditioned souls are forgetful souls in their relationship with the Lord, and thus a period of creation and the process of dissemination of Vedic knowledge are necessary activities of the Lord. Because conditioned souls like us are forgetful of Krishna, therefore Krishna has to create this material world and give us Vedic knowledge so we can get out of this material world. These are necessary activities. That's why creation takes place. People sometimes devotees ask question why this world was created. This is the answer, that there are souls who are forgetful of Krishna, and for them to be reformed, we have to search for Sadguru. Only then we can be saved. Lord Brahma has a great responsibility in delivering the conditioned souls, and therefore he is very dear to the Lord. Yes, Brahmaji is very dear to Lord Krishna because Brahmaji is doing a very confidential service of saving conditioned souls. So anybody who preaches is very dear to Krishna. Brahma also does his duty very perfectly, not only by generating the living entities, but also by spreading his party for reclaiming the fallen souls. Who is this party? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Along with me, all of you are also sleeping. Who is this party? Yes, Darshini Mataji.
Prabhuji, the Guru Parampara.
Which Guru Parampara?
The representatives of Krishna who come down in the line of Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya, the Brahma Sampradaya.
Correct. Very good. Very nice. Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. So Brahma does his duty very perfectly. He not only creates, but also spreads his Sampradaya. And what is the purpose of Sampradaya? To reclaim the fallen souls. The party is called Brahma Sampradaya. And any member of this party to date is naturally engaged in reclaiming fallen souls back to Godhead, back home. This is the purpose of being in a Sampradaya. The Lord is very much anxious to get back his parts and parcels, as stated in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna wants us to come back. That's why he's telling us many times, come back to me, come back to me. He's giving us different formulae to come back to him. No one is more dear than one who takes the task of reclaiming the fallen souls back to Godhead. Prabhupada says, no one is more dear than one who is helping Krishna in getting all his lost souls back. Anyone, however, preaching the mission of Lord Krishna in the line of Brahma Sampradaya is always dear to the Lord. And the Lord, being satisfied with such a preacher of the authorized bhakti cult, shakes hands with him in great satisfaction. Prabhupada is saying. Text 20. So Shukadeva Goswami described the meeting of Brahmaji and Lord Vishnu face to face. Text 20. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Kyayaham Toshita Samyak Vedagarbha Shishrikshaya Chiram Bhritena Tapasa Dushtoshaha Kutayoginam. The beautiful personality of Godhead addressed Lord Brahma as follows. Shri Bhagavan said, Lord Vishnu said, O Brahma, impregnated with the Vedas, I am very much pleased with your long accumulated penance with the desire for getting creation. I am very much pleased with your long accumulated penance with the desire for creation. Brahmaji had done tapasya and for 100 celestial years. And Lord Vishnu is very satisfied. Hardly am I pleased with the pseudo mystics. No, you are a genuine person. You have done tapasya. And you want to serve me by doing the task of creation. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada says there are two kinds of penance. One is penance for sense gratification, indriya tripti. And other is penance for self-realization. Two types of penance, for sense gratification and for self-realization. Tapasya is of two types. Anityalila Gaurangi Mataji, please tell us, someone studies to get into a very prestigious university, does tapasya, studying long hours. What type of tapasya is this?
It's for sense gratification, Prabhuji.
Yes. Someone performs Kartik Vrat, every day Damodar Ashtakam, every day offering ghee lamp, every day waking up in the Brahma Muhurta and chanting at least 16 rounds, so that Radha Damodar are pleased. What type of penance is this tapasya, waking up early, offering lamp?
For self-realization or bhakti.
So anything we do, it is in these two categories, and we should be careful. If we do activities for sense gratification, it will bind us into this world. If we do activities for getting Krishna, then we'll get Krishna. Yanti Devavarta Devan, Pitri Nanti Pitra, Bhutani Yanti Bhuteja, Madbhakta Yajinopyamam. There are many pseudo mystics who undergo severe penances for their own satisfaction. And there are others who undergo severe penances for satisfaction of the senses of the Lord. Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam. That is called Bhakti. Bhakti Ruchyate. For example, the penance undertaken to discover nuclear weapons will never satisfy Krishna. So much destruction. By nature's own way, everyone has to meet death. And if such a process of death is accelerated by anyone's penances, there is no satisfaction for Krishna. It's not pleasing, creating death. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that is in the mode of ignorance, to give pain to others. The Lord wants every one of his parts and parcels to attain eternal life and bliss by coming home to Godhead. And the whole material creation is meant for that objective. The ultimate purpose of Vedic knowledge is to know that Lord Krishna and not to misuse this knowledge for any other purpose. Those who do not utilize Vedic knowledge for that purpose are known as Kuta yogis or pseudo transcendentalists who spoil their lives with ulterior motives. So I'll stop here. Are there any questions? We'll continue, Krishna willing, day after tomorrow from slide 101, text 21. So sorry, I'm a little jet lagged because I'm working now, so I could not take rest today in the daytime. So any questions so far what we discussed? The beautiful darshan of Lord Brahma that he had of Lord Vishnu in Vaikuntha, darshan of Vaikuntha, and now Lord Vishnu is speaking to Lord Brahma, congratulating him. But I'm very pleased with your tapasya. You have done very nice. Yes, Ajay Govind Prabhu, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. I know you are very tired, but thank you so much for taking so much pains for this session.
No,
We
no.
had kept it. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Prabhu, one of the verse was talking about the 16 energies. What are those 16 energies? I think it is.
So 5 Pancha Mahabhut, earth, water, fire, air, sky. 5 Jnanendriyas, eyes, nose, ears, tongue, skin. 5 Karmendriyas, hands, legs, speech. It said stomach, but actually I have read it many times. It is speech. In the 11th canto, it is mentioned speech. Then reproductive organs for procreating, and genitals for evacuating. So this is how many? 15. And then mind, the subtle sense.
Awesome. I think these are 24, 25 elements, if we are talking. These are the 25 elements we are talking about, right? There is in the 16th purport, it is mentioned that, the 16 energies which are headed by Chanda, which are, Chanda and Kumuda are the first 2 doorkeepers. In the 16 ka slide mate came, Prabhuji.
This one. Not this one.
No, not this one. It's a pehle, Prabhuji, previous ones. This one. The second last point.
Yeah. This is a smiling face. Krishna had 4 hands. Padmapurana is full listen of Yoga Pit. In that Yoga Pit, the 4 Vedas are present there. This is which verse, Prabhuji?
16th, Prabhuji.
16th verse, no? 1 second. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Prabhuji, I'll have to read about this. I will tell day after. I'll try to find out by day after tomorrow. Okay. I'll find out. That's a good question.
I think I just Googled it, Prabhuji. I think in Chaitanya Charitamrita Ādi Leela 584, it is, sure Prabhupada is mentioning something in purport.
Chaitanya Charitamrita Ādi Leela
Ādi 584. Is that the same thing which I'm understanding? The commentary on Madhva on Srimad Bhagavatam mentions following 6 spiritual energies: Shri, Bhu, Leela, Kanti, Kirti, Tushti, Gir.
Yes, Prabhuji, I think this is what it is. Because it says energies, 16 energies. First he created 16 principal energies suitable for creation. Yes, Prabhuji. This is a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam. Jagre Paurusham Rupam Bhagavan Mahadadibhi Sambhutam Shodashakalam Ado Loka Sisrikshaya. So this Shodasham Shri Bhu Leela Kanti Kirti Tushti Gir Pushti Satya Jnana Jnana Jaya Utkarshini Vimala Yogmaya Prahavi Ishana and Anugraha. In his commentary on the Laghu Bhagavatamrit, Sri Baldev Vidyabhushan has said that the above energies are also known by 9 names. In the Bhagavad Sandarbha, Srila Jiva Goswami, in text 117, they are described as these names: Samvit, Sandhini, Ladini, Bhakti, Murti, Vimala, Yoga, Prahavi, Ishana, Anugraha. All these energies act in different spheres of Lord's supremacy. Commentary of Sri Madhvacharya and Srimad Bhagavatam mentions that the following 16 spiritual energies are present in the spiritual world: Yoga Maya, Shri, Bhu, Leela, Kanti. So yes, this is the answer, Prabhuji.
We normally talk about 3 energies, Prabhuji, like, Samvit, Sandhini, and Hladini, right?
Yes.
In this also it is mentioned that somewhere these are referred to, like, Srila Jiva Goswami's text 117, it is described as where Sandhini, Samvit, and Hladini are coming as a part of these energies.
Yes.
So, confusion is that we normally categorize that the main 3 energies are Samvit, Sandhini, and Hladini. And
Yes.
then there are further sub-categorizations, but they are coming all, are they at same level, or, how we distinguish them?
So, Prabhuji, what I have heard is there are many energies. Krishna's energies are unlimited. And in the spiritual world, 3 energies are main: Sandhini, Samvit, and Ladini.
Right.
But there are many energies, but the principal ones are these.
Yeah.
So looks like there are many energies, but the principal ones are those. But there are others also. So
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Parasa Shakti Vividhaya Shruyate. Many energies are there. So thank you, Prabhuji, for asking question and giving the answer also.
Yeah, Prabhuji.
I don't know exactly what each Shakti means, but it is mentioned by the Acharyas, and some Shaktis we can understand by the name, but we can understand Krishna has unlimited energies. Radha Purna Shakti, Krishna Purna Shaktiman, Dui Vastu Bheda Nahi, Shastra Praman, Chaitanya Charitamrita says. So Radha Purna Shakti. So many energies are there coming from Radharani. So like that. Okay?
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Any other questions? Okay. So no more questions. We'll stop here. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol. Thank you.